Get it right. Thank you, Corey. Time for Chat Room to talk behind the headlines. Here with me, Sun-Times Splash editor Susanna Nagavin, comedian Patty Vasquez, and relationship expert, you saw her earlier on Good Day Chicago, Emily Fry. So let's begin, ladies, with cell phone snooping. Take a look. I love the music, don't you? A new poll found that 62% of men and just 34% of women admitted to mobile snooping. 52% of those asked admitted that they knew the passcode or password needed to access their partner's phone in order to do this. So what do you guys think? Does this surprise you? I just changed my password on my cell phone this morning, by the way. After I read it.
I think the key word here is admitted. I find it really hard to believe that men are snooping more on their partner's cell phones than women are. I mean, let's call it what it is.
I think women do a lot a
You're saying women are sneakier and not admitting to it, is what you're saying.
Do any of you want to admit? Oh, I've snooped. I'm a huge snooping advocate because I was in a long-term relationship full of like this web of lies that after we broke up, I realized if I had snooped once, I would have figured everything out. And so that was the moment that things turned for me, and I thought, you know what? Just snoop. If you have suspicions, if you have questions, you have to do it.
I was able to find out a lot about someone.
Really? You
looking at things.
See, my
husband confirmed.
My husband just gets emails from his sisters. It's all I see.
You've been married for 20 years, though. You were
not married for 20 years. We were together. There's no giving numbers. That was girl chat in the bathroom. What was that?
But what I'm saying is, you have to have been dating in the dating pool over the last like 7 or 8 years in order to have participated in texting.
Yes, when I told you when we were using we were using quills to parchment paper. Yes, it was totally different.
If you were single in the late 2000s,
I think it'd be great if you're both on the same page. You know, like here's my phone. You have full access.
Snooping on each other.
Yeah,
open snooping.
Yes, if you're open about it, and you say here, you can check that.
Yes, I think that's a great idea.
We do have that.
I wonder if the trend is increasing. More women are snooping because it's just really hard to get information now. Everyone locks up everything.
That's true.
But there are also a lot of ways to cheat now because of Facebook and Twitter and all these other social media sites that you don't know about.
Right, and there's emotional cheating, there's physical cheating now, there's some, right.
But I think my husband and I give each other our passwords, and a few months ago he said to me, I need to upgrade the software on your phone. Can I have your password? And I was like, okay, you know, because he didn't have it. So he went through my phone and he planned a surprise 40th birthday party for me. He figured out who all my friends were, who I text a lot.
This is why it's important to have each other's passwords.
This is perfect.
See the good that can come of this?
And he did. So that was like a very good use of snooping. And I thought, if you're in a good marriage, leave it all out there because you have to.
Amen, sister. I agree.
I don't even share a checking account with him. All right, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is yours.
That's chat room tomorrow.
Okay, sorry.
I want to ask you ladies about this. Speaking of relationships, web of lies, things that end. Chris Humphries and Kim Kardashian, we know, finally divorced fairly recently, but now what to do with the ring? And there are reports that he decided to auction off the engagement ring that he gave Kim. The couple officially finalized the divorce in June of 2011 after their infamous 72-day marriage in that year. According to the Daily Mail, Humphries is now hoping to sell the Lorraine Schwartz ring at an upcoming Christie's auction in New York. He paid $2 million for it, so he's expected to get a lot less for it. I think it's between $300,000 and $500,000 now. But anyway, auctioning the ring off. What do you think about that?
Go for it.
You do?
Yeah. It's not grandma's ring. Go for it.
I mean, was this ever? And it wasn't a real marriage. It lasted 72 days, and she got pregnant from another man while she was still married to him. So I feel like, to me, Chris can go ahead and sell this, and nobody can say anything bad about him for it because, for God's sake, he spent $2 million and it lasted 2 months.
But what else do you do with an engagement ring?
I have
you guys
to
ever
say,
experienced this?
I think it's tacky that he's selling the ring. I think he is doing it to be spiteful, quite frankly. I do. I think he's trying to get a little more attention for himself. I think if he wanted to sell it and give it to charity, which he's only doing a portion of it that's going to charity, which I think he's probably doing that to make himself look better. But at the end of the day,
he wants his money back.
He wants his money back. Well, rumors are that she paid for the ring, but whatever.
Then he wants his money in
I
general.
think it's a tacky thing to do, and being with It's Just Lunch, I've heard a million breakup stories over the last 8 years. You want to act with grace. It's not easy.
He married Kim Kardashian. I don't think that class has anything to do with anything that's involved. I think tacky started right there.
The real question is, who's going to want to ever wear this ring?
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's got to have some bad
I'll wear it.
juju attached.
I'll wear it. Totally fine. A $2 million ring? I'll totally wear it.
You don't care about the mojo behind it. Exactly.
No, totally fine.
Bad mojo.
I know. I wondered what the etiquette is, though, you know, from your professional experience.
Well, the etiquette is it's a gift. So if it's a gift, you should keep it regardless of who does the breaking up. But again, in breakups, acting with grace, it keeps your dating karma clean. And I just don't think he's interested in that. And that's unfortunate.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for your
There's
perspective.
karma involved in relationships. There's snooping. There's a lot to take in.
Yes. All right. Well, let's talk about this. Speaking of relationships, priests and relationships.
Yes.
What do you think about this? The new Secretary of State of the Vatican made some surprising remarks about priestly celibacy that may mean a new openness to the idea of priests getting married. The Archbishop said that the tradition of priestly celibacy is not dogma or a law of divine origin and is therefore open to discussion, quote unquote. He says the church needs to reflect the democratic spirit of the times and adopt a collegial way of governing. That's a quote.
There's nothing in there about marriage. It's only about, so is it Rumspringa for priests? I mean, like a little clubbing for them. I'm just saying.
Well, what do you think, though, that this means for the church? Are any of you Catholic?
Yeah, I'm actually Greek Orthodox, so I was raised in a church where priests were allowed to be married, and in my experience, it's completely healthy and normal. So to me, this makes perfect sense.
Well, some people have left the church. Do you think that this will bring some people back who believe that priests should get married or priests should have relationships?
Well, I think it'll help change the overall culture of the church. That'll be more embracing. And the priest who officiated at my wedding left the order and married one of his parishioners.
Oh, yeah?
And he's a very happy guy now. So maybe he'd even come back and be a priest again.
And there is a shortage now of priests in the Catholic Church. So I think this might bring some people back into the fold. And what's that phrase of change or die, evolve or die? I think the Catholic Church is beginning to evolve, and I think we have the new Pope to thank for that.
Absolutely. I like that guy.
All right, let's talk about this. A reporter for the Daily Mail decided to put expensive face creams to the test. Patty, I know you were saying, wait, what? You walk into a department store, right, Patty? You look beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes. And you see all these salespeople saying, come on, buy the expensive stuff. You know, that's the best stuff. Well, think twice about it, because look at this. For a month, this woman lathered half of her face in Nivea cream for about $5 a jar, the other half in creme de la mer, which sells for about $200 a jar. This was the result. You can't really see a difference. So does this make you think twice? Patty, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, no, I use La Mer foundation, and what do you think?
You do look gorgeous.
Thank you. And so now I don't know. I should do half my face in foundation. No, but for creams, I actually do, I mix. I like some things for under eye. I spend a little bit more because it's my eyes.
Yes.
I don't know if that means that it's better.
I did that today. I mixed a cream that she said was a must-have that she brought in with my cream that I normally use.
Right.
But what I have found, though, is if you go on some of these sites that sell these things, people are really great critics of it. And all the reviews tell you whether the expensive stuff is really worth it.
And the truth is, I've used, because I work in magazines, and so people will send us samples, and I've used $500.
I want to come to your house.
You should come over. But I've used $500 face creams and $300 face creams and $20 face creams, and really, no one product is magical and will transform your face.
Right.
So if you're spending a lot of money, you like the scent of it, and you are paying for a marketing campaign, and you feel cool because you're using that brand. But truthfully, if you're going to spend a few $100s on something, I recommend lasers.
Anyway, that's chat room on Tuesday.
I remember my mom.
To wrap it up, but go ahead.
Yeah, I just remember my mom telling me, you know, I just used Dove every day and my skin was fine, and if I used soap on my face, it would dry and crack and fall off.
Everyone's different. That's the
Everybody's different, right?
Yeah, I use my mom's products. I just use the same thing every day.
It's working, so keep it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, more on chat room when we return. From beauty to technology, okay, ladies, we're going to talk about tech trends, including the new iPhone, and more coming up next on Good Day Chicago.
My